Hello and welcome back to another plugin tutorial. So today what we're going to do, we're going to start and learn about things called listeners, why they're important and how they can help your plugin develop further. So first we've got our main class over here, which we started on in our last tutorial. If you haven't seen it, you should probably go take a look at it. Otherwise, let's continue. So in our onEnable method, this thing's called a method because it has it's called a method because it starts with this and ends with this, and it's in. Okay, you just look at it and it looks like a method, so it is a method. Okay, it's hard to explain this stuff. So what we're gonna do? Now we're not gonna put it there. We're gonna put it before. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a listener class. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna get a server, and my computer's being a bit slow now. Alright, good. Now we're going to get the plugin manager, and we're going to register an event. So we've got to type in the listener. So we're going to enter a new listener, and the plugin is this, because this is the main class which the plugin is being held in. Go with that. So we could take a look at where we are over here. So these are underlined red because we haven't exactly made the class yet. So we hover over this. Okay, looks like I went wrong somewhere. I'm going to have to put brackets here. So we hover over this, and then we import a listener, which we still have to create. So over here, where our main package is, we're going to go to new class, and the class is where all your things are stored in. So we're going to call it listener, and we're going to we've got to go write a bit of code in our listener. So what we do, we write the name of the listener. So we're going to make it public so every class can see it. And then put the listener and put brackets. And since it doesn't do anything yet, we're just going to leave it at that. So what we want our listener to do, we want it to listen for an event. So when something happens, it will do something else. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the most simple event we can get. How about the join event? So because this is Bukkit, we need something called an event handler. So we're going to go at event handler. Okay, we can leave that red for now, it'll fix itself in a minute. Add event handler. Public void. Now it's void, meaning it doesn't return anything. And it is, what do I say it was going to be? Seem to have forgotten now. Join listener. There we go. Join listener, which will be the join. Wait, the player join event, and we're going to call that event. So we have to import the player join event, and then we have to import event handler. Now the reason why we left it red for then is because we had to write out this bit of code. So we can save that and see what's wrong with you. Go away. I said go away. Here we go. See what's wrong with you. Just save that. Alright, we'll fix it up later. Right, so what are we going to do with this event? First we're going to take a look at what this event could do. So you type an event and put a dot, and it shows you a whole bunch of things you could do. So we can get the event name, which is the player join event, join message, get the player. Now that can be useful because if we get the player, we can do practically anything. We can spawn in objects, we can create items and stuff. Get the join message to string, blah blah blah. So we're gonna get the player, except that does nothing. All we've got is a player. So we're gonna cast this player to a player. So we're gonna type in player, and we're gonna call this player player. is the event.getPlayer, and we import the player class. So what we're doing here, we're making the event.getPlayer as a player, and we're going to call it player. Now this word here, player, this lowercase one, is what we're going to be using for our event. So if you type in player and then press dot, you can see there is a huge amount of functions you can do with this. I mean, I don't want to go through all of them, otherwise this tutorial will go on forever. Like, begin a conversation with another guy, award an achievement, set damage, get potions, get bed location, get the game mode, get, has permission, has metadata, is banned, is blocking, is on ground, even though that is deprecated, play sound, play note, perform command, open workbench, open inventory, set allow flight, set, wait, done. Right, what are we going to do? What we're going to do, we're going to do something nice and simple. So we're going to make it so, well, no. How about we, I know, send message. Now send message is probably the best way to output information. For example, if you're used to Java and you've used sysout, you'd use send message to send it to a player, or you log it to the logger. So what are we going to send? How do we say hello? Now we're going to add something. Now this message here is called a string. We're making a string here, and a string is a whole bunch of characters. So we're going to add a new string. We're going to add two parts of a string together. Add the player dot get name. Now there's two kinds of names. You've got the custom name, the display name, and then the name. The name is like the main official name. E.g., my username is Skeptor, it would output Skeptor. The custom name is a special name. For example, if you're on a server and you /nick, as in you nickname a person to another username, that's what a custom name is. And I think the display name is pretty much the same thing. So we're going to get the name of the player. So hello, for example in my case Skeptor, plus you joined the game. Have fun. Hello. And that should be it. So, okay, after a little bit of research, it looks like this is going to get a little bit more complicated. But don't worry, we can sort it out. So because this thing's being grumpy, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to change it so it says new listener. And then just going to type in this at the end. Now it's going to come up with this. Right, looks like it's still grumpy. Who cares? We're going to make it through. I'm going to go to listener. I'm going to import our main class. I'm going to do main class, and I'm going to call it plugin for simplicity. So it's imported the main class right here, and we're going to call it plugin. So we're going to get the plugin. I'm going to get the server. I'm going to register. No. Get the plugin manager, and then register the event to be this plugin. And we have to do, yes, that's why we were going wrong. That is why we were going wrong this entire time. Okay, I think I worked it out. Looks like it's all being grumpy because we call this thing listener. So let's rename it something. We're going to go to refactor rename. Now this is a nice useful thing because renaming things isn't all that easy in Bukkit, because in Java, because everything's linked to each other. So we're going to call it test plugin listener. There we go. So who cares? Right. I'm gonna call this new test plugin listener. I'm going to implement listener. There we go, implement listener, and it has here org.bukkit.event. There we go. Why are you still grumpy? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Right, we've actually done something. Okay, looks like I might have made a few mistakes, but never mind. We still got to do in the end, right? So, let's go over what we've done. We've made a new listener, which is over here. And we've registered the event. It's very important you register events, otherwise when the event carries out, nothing will happen. We've got an event handler, so it handles the event. If the event isn't handled, nothing happens. We defined what event it is, the player join event. We get the player, you send the player the message, you join the game, have fun. Nice and simple. Right, what do we do now? We gotta export it. Yeah, looks like I seem to have gone over the plugin .y now. Okay. Right, to export it, we click our plugin up here. We go to File and Export. Make sure it's a jar file into Java, click Next, and then find a place to put it. So I'm gonna put it in my plugin. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it in my desktop. Yeah, let's put it on my desktop for this tutorial. I'm gonna call it test plugin. There we go. Click finish, and then everything's exported. Now we can close this. Right, so our file is not there. Here it is, test plugin. Put it here. Now, to see this happen, we need a server. Now, for those who don't even know how to set up a server and are running Windows, I'm here. Otherwise, you can skip to whatever time, which I'll probably put as an annotation somewhere. Probably like over here or something. So, if you don't have a server, I'm gonna go to our favorite website, download Bukkit.org. I'm gonna go to alternate versions. Craft Bukkit, we're gonna get, let's get this development field. So we're gonna keep it, and we're gonna make a new folder whilst that's downloading. So we're gonna put test server for testing plugins. So, in the meantime, we can also make a new text document to start up the server. So we're going to put it start.bat. Now it has to be a bat file because that creates the console. So let's edit it. Alright, so we're going to do, what are we going to do? I don't even know what we're going to do. Let's find out what we're going to do. Once this loads up. Okay. Right, what we're going to do, we'll type in Java. Jar. We're going to do craftbukkit.jar. That should do it. And whilst this thing loads, I don't know what this thing is. Right, there we go. Yeah. We rename it as craftbukkit.jar, and then we run the file. There we go. It's loading our server. Blah 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 blah. And then there's a whole bunch of jiggle biggle biggity saying it's creating a billion files. La da da la da da. Okay. Whilst this thing is taking forever to load, we got a whole bunch of files here. I'll go over this maybe in the next plugin tutorial or something. So there we go. We can stop the server now. Come on, stop. Stop. Yeah. There we go. So we go to plugins, and we put in our test plugin we have done exported, and now we can start it up. So hopefully there should be no errors. Oh no, looks like we have an error. That is not good. Okay, so I found out where it went wrong. New plugin listener. We have to call it this. And then we go to this thing, and then like this. There we go. Yeah, it's just call you plugin. Okay. It's very useful if you find errors like this. In this tutorial I'll teach you how to read all these errors and understand what you need to do. So it said here, there was an error enabling your plugin. It was null pointer error, and it's at the test plugin listener, which is actually at the main class on enable method. So we're not on enable. It also said it was on line 13, which is this line, and that's why it said that. If we were to register events, it would normally say this and this. It's because I forgot to do that. Enter the main class. So we do file export, and you can export it. And to make it even quicker, I'll export it to a folder. Where do I put it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. No, that's not it. Where is it? There it is. Alright, let's put it in our folder. Now, when you're testing plugins, you can export it straight to folders. It'll normally say this, and then you just reload. There you go. That was nice and easy. Was it? Okay, forget about that. Let's go to the Bukkit now and change RB to dev. Right, now you can restart. Looks like we've got another error on line 14. Yeah, I can feel your pain. Equals logger. Okay, yes, now I remember. When I was videoing my previous plugin tutorial, I was gonna say to do that. Anyway, you gotta make sure the logger says Minecraft, so it's actually logging something, otherwise it's just logging nothing. So export, and hopefully we're still getting an error. Where are you? Right, because I reloaded. Come on, come on. Okay, I know you're out of date. Oh, there we go. Yeah, enabling plugin, and now it says here the test plugin has started. Smiley face. Yeah, we've actually got somewhere. So I'm going to load up Minecraft now, and then we'll see how it works. Righty-ho, I'm logging in right now, and hopefully, if it actually is going to log in this time. There we go, yes, hello Skepta, you joined the game, have fun, and that is exactly what we have done here. So, I can say this plugin is a pure success now. So what we're going to do in our next tutorial, I'm going to probably go over commands or do more advanced listeners. It's your choice really. What do you think I should go over? Anyway, you can have fun, you can explore with this player thing. You can do player dot, I don't know, you can do player dot whatever you want. You can adjust it, you can do player dot, I don't know, what can you do? There's just so many things you can do it if you want. You can like get the total experience and then set the experience. You can even make sure they're banned. You can kick the player if you so desire. Anyway, I'm going to leave that up to you, and we'll leave the plugin how it is. So, hope to see you again next time, and thanks for watching. Bye.